Hi everyone, glad to be back with you. For a lot of years we've had small garden fountains out just outside our front door, which I loved listening to when the front door was open. The sound of trickling water was always so pleasant and restful, and we made sure that it was filled and running, had clean water in the summer and early fall. We've had to get replacements over the years several times because of hard water buildup, but our latest pump has lasted quite a while. This spring, however, it was very evident that it was done as a water fountain. We planned to take it to the dump with some other items, but after I took another look at it, I decided to repurpose it instead of scrapping it. The pump on top had gotten pretty rusty, and the wood on the barrels was very water stained. So I took some sandpaper to both parts just to see what might happen. Surprisingly, it didn't take much effort to scour off the water stains and some rust from the pump, so it cleaned up fairly well after just a few passes with the sandpaper. Now, I don't consider myself particularly creative when it comes to flower gardens and plantings. I do a lot of it, but it's pretty much the same all the time. So I decided to give this new fountain a life as a flower planter. After drilling a few drainage holes in the bottom and filling barrels with potting soil and flowers, I suddenly had a new rustic planter for the backyard, which looks wonderful sitting on our patio. Before we store it in the shed for the fall, the plan will be to clean it up even more and put a coat of stain on this wooden surface of the barrels. Next year, I'm really looking forward to its new purpose as a planter as we fill it with flowers for another summer of enjoyment. God is continually repurposing and reusing us throughout our lives. If we truthfully consider the kind of person we were and what our lives looked like as a young adult, we can see the changes that God has been directing us through over our years. With my education degree, I taught school for 10 years, but then God used that experience to help guide me to friendship ministry and working with adults with special needs. He then used the experiences there to prepare me for the care ministry here at the church. In God's Word, we see Sarah, barren for decades, suddenly having a baby in her 90s, thus becoming the mother of God's chosen people. And Moses, former adopted son of Egyptian royalty, a middle-aged shepherd called from the burning bush to deliver God's people from slavery. And then there's the Apostle Paul, highly educated Pharisee and devout Jew who hunted down Christians, becoming a key player in the spread of the Christian faith after God called him to that role. If God can repurpose their lives in such amazing ways, He wants to and will do the same for us. Put yourself in His hands and let Him take you wherever He wants you to go. Have a great day. Bye.